If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you're dealing with the death of a family member or someone that you know has Alzheimer's or dementia. And I'm sorry to hear that. My brother and I have been dealing with this for several years now. We're not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not anything special. We're just a couple dudes who've been dealing with this for a while and decided to put out some videos to share our experiences. We're not dealing with anything different than a lot of families are dealing with. And I'm sure there are a whole lot of families out there that are dealing with a whole hell of a lot worse than what we are. But when I looked online and tried to find some videos, and there are some good videos out there and some good books, I could learn a few things. But one of the things, I guess it's a generational thing. My brother and I are in our mid 50s. I don't want anything sugar coated. Just tell me how it is, and then I'll figure it out and deal with it. And I wasn't prepared for the absolute world of dumb fuckery that's out there that you have to deal with. The lack of skill and in most of these people that you're going to end up talking to is absolutely ridiculous. One of the books that I really like, Ryan Holiday wrote The Obstacle is the Way. And in that book, he explains that if you are unable to better your own situation, perhaps you can help somebody else. And that's kind of why my brother and I decided to put these videos out here to try and let you know some of the experiences that we had. Try to see if maybe you can learn from some of our mistakes. Maybe you can just laugh at some of the stupid shit that we've done and gone through, and hopefully it's gonna make this course a little bit easier for you. You're gonna have to learn things about your family members that you never wanted to know. You're gonna have to know all their financial business. You're gonna have to know all their medical stuff that, for the love of God, you never want to know, especially about your parents. And then you're going to have to deal with all the doctors, you have to deal with the lawyers, the financial institutions, and all that. And there are some helpful people out there. They're pretty few and far in between, but there are some. And if people actually watch this video, I'm hoping to get some of them on to share some things that we learned and some of the things that they helped us with. But have a healthy stress outlet at the beginning, because I'm telling you, it's frustrating. Whether it's working out, walking, talking to friends, family, a counselor, whatever you need to do, whatever your thing is, have a healthy way to deal with stress, or else it's going to build up, because something happens every single day, especially when it comes to dementia. And then when dealing with, like I said, death of a loved one, it's just almost a full-time job to have to deal with that stuff. To understand some of this, I'll give you a little bit of a background. The man I call Dad is actually my stepdad. He's a great man, unbelievable man. And so my mom had me, and I had an older brother, 5 years older. Our biological father walked out when I was 4 years old, and I never knew him. And I heard that he was a bit of a piece of shit, so I got lucky in that case. I met the man to become my dad through church. I was probably 6, 7 years old, and I met my brother, the one who's doing these videos with me, through church, about the same age as me. And we would, play after church in the creek and stuff like that too. Became fast friends and did a lot of things together. Dad was still in his first marriage at the time. And then he became my first role model, male role model. And he was the chief of our Indian Guides tribe, Dakota tribe. And they got rid of the Indian Guides. That was stupid. I don't know what dick decided that Indian Guides is offensive, but it wasn't. It was a tribute. Anyways, so Dad brought us through that. My brother and I stayed fast friends, like I said, and when we were about 10 years old, a couple of years after his dad's first marriage failed, then mom and dad got married, and they've been happily married ever since. So since then, we have dealt with grandma having Alzheimer's and kind of watched that process. A lot of the lessons that we should have learned that we didn't during that process. Then when grandpa died, dealing with the burial and everything that is involved with that. Then our older brother died, and now mom and dad both have dementia. And like I said, we're not going through anything more than a lot of families are. It's just that we decided to get out there and try to share some of this information so you guys can laugh at us. You can look at some of the stupid shit we did, whatever you want. Maybe it's going to be helpful. So if you find this interesting, we'll try to do a few more videos and see where it goes. And like I said, if people are actually interested, I'll see if some of these experts that I talk to are willing to share some of their insights to help you, because like I said, we're not experts in any fashion, just a couple of dudes.